Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today, we got a pretty interesting episode for you guys that you definitely want to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this particular show actually came from a request from a post that we put up on our community board, and somebody was like, hey, can you talk about what happened between Montrezl Harrell and Giannis Antetokounmpo? And I said, hey, why not? We weren't planning on doing it, but why not? So, woke up this morning. I did not see the game between the Sixers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Woke up this morning and I went on Instagram and I saw Giannis. But you know, when you wake up, you're a little bit confused, whatever. I saw Giannis like having an argument or an altercation with some guy trying to set up a ladder under the Philadelphia 76ers rim in their home arena. And then I saw Giannis kind of push the ladder and it fell down. I was like, okay. Then I went to TikTok. I saw the same video. And then I just kind of like sat back and thought about it. I'm like, I wonder what happened there. And from what I saw originally was it looked like Giannis was trying to get some shots up after the game that they lost. I believe. Yeah, they lost. And it looked like maybe the Philadelphia 76ers personnel were just being a little bit disrespectful or whatever and just tried to like block his shot or whatever it is. And then, I mean, like block him from being able to shoot free throws. And that was that. Then I went on the internet. I went on YouTube and I saw a video from House of Highlights, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was either House of Highlights or Bleacher Report. I think it was House of Highlights. And in that video, it was a 3-minute video where they then, the title of the video said, Montrezl Harrell and Giannis Antetokounmpo sort of altercation. I was like, Montrezl Harrell. So I click on the video. And what do I see? We can't play the video because we don't own the rights to the video. But anyway, I click on the video. And the video is being recorded from multiple angles that they stitched together to make one video from various people recording from their phones and whatever. So what do you see? You see Giannis. He's at the free throw line. He's practicing making free throws. He shoots 1, shoots 2, shoots 3. Then the camera changes from another angle where you're facing Giannis, because in the first one, you're looking at his back. Then you see Montrezl Harrell comes on the court, and as he shoots the free throw, he takes the ball. And he goes off towards the sideline, excuse me. And he's there with the ball in his hand. And Giannis is standing there looking at him like, what's going on here? And then I think him and Giannis start going back and forth, exchanging some words. And essentially what I believe Montrezl Harrell's issue with Giannis was stop shooting shots on our court, right? And I think that's probably what I heard. So Giannis was like, give me the ball back, give me the ball back, give me the ball back. Montrezl Harrell walks off. Montrezl Harrell then goes to the other end of the court while people are leaving the arena. He goes to the other end of the court. And what does he start to do? He starts shooting jump shots. And while he's shooting these jump shots, you can hear people in that recording it basically saying, yo, you a hater. Like, so how you going to take his ball and then start shooting jump shots? So what happens after that? Giannis then starts walking towards the side of the court where Montrezl Harrell was. And I thought that he was going to go up to Montrezl Harrell and, say, hey, man, what's the issue? Right. And I know if he went up to Montrezl Harrell like that, Montrezl Harrell would have probably, responded to him in a physical way. But I don't think Giannis looks at Montrezl Harrell and like to be physically intimidated by him. I don't probably care how much he mean mugs. There's some people you can mean mug as much as you want. That don't mean nothing. Like, you can have the ice grill of the century. That don't mean somebody gonna be afraid of you because maybe they're just not afraid of you. Like, so maybe that's just not gonna work. Maybe you're gonna have to prove it to them that that's not gonna be enough. So then Giannis goes into the tunnel. He then comes back out with another ball, right? He comes back out with the ball, and then he now goes back and tries to shoot free throws. And then what happens? The Philadelphia 76ers staff, this guy brings down a ladder, and he brings out a ladder. And I'm assuming he's bringing out the ladder to take down the net. And then Giannis says to the guy, bro, from what I can see, but you can just imagine what he was saying, what the hell is, you see me shooting, right? I mean, if you're so concerned about bringing down the thing, go over to Montrezl Harrell and go bring it down. So obviously This guy was trying to basically say, get the hell out of the arena. So Giannis tells him, he moves the ladder. He goes back to shoot, and the guy puts the ladder back. He pushes the ladder, and the ladder falls, and I can see his brother kind of come in and talk, and this and this and this, and then that's pretty much where the video ended. After that, I believe that Giannis, and I just want to be sure, Giannis actually put out a statement where he basically explained his side of the story as far as basically what happened. And I want to look for the yes. So Giannis, we're getting this actually from fadeawayworld and .net. Let me tell you what Giannis says. Giannis says, he explained the story to The Athletic. He said, I never tried to disrespect anyone in any way, shape, or form, Antetokounmpo said an hour after the incident. I feel like today was just an unfortunate event that took place. I think people did not respect the fact that sometimes players want to get some extra work in. I think it's unprofessional to kick somebody off the court or take the ball or whatever the case might be, or put the ladder in front of somebody while he's trying to do his job. We get paid to do this. They just didn't pick us. We get paid. So you heard what Giannis's response was to the situation. Let me give you guys my thoughts quickly. First of all, this is not the first time I've seen Giannis Antetokounmpo do. I've seen a player do this. I remember a game where Kobe and the Lakers were playing against the Miami Heat when LeBron and them were there. They lost that game, and at the end of the game, you can go look for the videos there. He's in a gray shirt and like sweatpants, and Kobe was getting up shots after the game. He was shooting and shooting and shooting in the arena. This is the Miami Heat arena. And no one said anything. Nobody came up to Kobe. Nobody stopped him. Nobody said, hey, Kobe, please, can you stop? They wouldn't have dared to do that. But nobody did that. No Miami Heat player came out and said, oh, this is our court and all of that stuff. So that makes me believe that, number one, Montrezl Harrell was trying to antagonize Giannis because all of your team was gone, number one. Number two, you won the game. So why are you out there standing in front of the place trying to stop? It's not, you're acting like as if the court is your block or something. Like this dude is on your block, you know, shooting free throws. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? That's the first thing. The second thing is I am very, very impressed by Giannis Antetokounmpo's level of restraint. Giannis has a lot of restraint. A lot. If that had been another player, he would have probably gone up to what's his name, Montrezl Harrell, and said something to him, or smacked the ball out of his hand, and that would have been it. We would have, you know, you gully like that. All right, let's knuckle up and let's see, right? I mean, some players would have done that without a doubt. And if you look at Giannis, Giannis is a big enough dude. I don't think he's gonna be. I think Giannis looks like. I wouldn't put it past Giannis. I mean, maybe you don't see him fight, but I wouldn't assume that Giannis would be some dude you're just going to roll into a ball and just, you know, make him go. So I was quite surprised that Giannis just didn't handle it that way. And I think it's a lesson, really. It's a lesson. It's not really about taking the high road. It's about not letting things that may come up take you off of your road to greatness. Sometimes you'll be going somewhere. Something positive may be happening in your life, and all of a sudden an unforeseen thing may just come in. And if you react to it and you do something in that moment, it may ruin everything that you've been trying to build. And I think that it's just a message on how to stay the course. How to stay the course. Now, some people look at Giannis, oh, he's soft and blah, blah, you would have done something. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, Giannis probably walks away looking like the bigger person, and Montrezl looks like the jerk in this situation here. So that was the most impressive. I mean, it takes an incredible amount of restraint, but an incredible amount of focus to understand that this thing is irrelevant. What he just did is irrelevant to really what matters. It's a powerful lesson on how to ignore things that really don't matter, and not let every single thing rile you up where you feel like you have to react to everything. It's a lesson. You know, he handled that magnificently, where I think he did better than most.